Hey friends, so I know we do a lot of talking, a lot of playing, a lot of trips, you know, a lot of carrying on, but let's get serious. Let's talk about college. Now let me try to speak up so I'll make sure y'all hear me because we serious right now. It is Lene, and I'm here to give y'all 20 things that I wish I knew before starting college. I am 1 year post-grad. I graduated in 2023 with a bachelor's of arts in political science. So yeah, I did it, and I'm also a first generation college student. So I completely went in with no knowledge whatsoever. So I'm giving y'all the tea that I wish I knew. So number one, FAFSA is so important. FAFSA opens October 1st. October 1st, you need to be getting ready to submit that application. FAFSA does look very hard. It looks very complicated. And I know doing it with your mama every year gets stressful. I know, I've been there. Scholarships are important. Now, I know that some high schools do not actually tell you how much you really need scholarships. Mine was one. All I can say is Google is your best friend. TikTok is your best friend. Use those platforms. Your school probably more than likely has a foundational scholarship website or page on their website that you can go to, and you can look through all those scholarships and see what you are eligible for and apply to everything. You don't know what you're gonna get. Now, I can't speak for all schools because I'm not sure, but my college, we had a foundational scholarship thing that opened up once a year. So if you didn't get the scholarship your freshman year, you can possibly get it your sophomore year. And if you don't get it your sophomore year, you can get it your junior year. Keep trying. Like, the worst they can say you is no. 2 is get involved. There's clubs, there's programs, there's activities on campus that they're going to be doing. If they're having a pajama night, go to that pajama night. If they're having a movie night, go to that movie night. You want to also have stuff that you're interested in that is non-academic. You want to find things that you're interested in on campus, spaces that you feel comfortable, so where when you need a break from that, you can go and be a part of that. It also helps you meet people with similar interests, and it helps you network. You might meet some of your best friends in these clubs. It helps with representation, just to be a part of clubs. Like, I can't speak for people who have went to HBCUs because that's not my experience, but I did go to a PWI, and representation for minority students is extremely important. So it was important that we had those student leaders running those clubs, those people participating in those programs and getting, you know, representation for minority students across campus and really showing up and doing the work. One of my biggest regrets, I think, and this is what I always tell people when they're going to college, make sure that you get involved, because I really regret that I didn't start getting involved until later in my college career. 1, because I was scared. 2, because I was comfortable being in my room. And 3, because I was always working. But that's probably my biggest regret. Oh, I didn't go to this event. Oh, I didn't join that club. Oh, I feel like I wasted some time. Because life gonna hit you after, and you ain't gonna have time to do nothing. Number 3, textbooks. I am an advocate for you don't need a textbook. I use textbooks in maybe 1 or 2 of my classes every semester. So about sophomore year, in the sophomore year, I stopped buying a whole bunch of textbooks. So what I do, and I can't, like I said, I'm just giving you advice that works for me. What I did was I would go to class for like a week or 2, and I would really see what professors really, okay, I need the textbook for this class for sure. Oh, she don't say nothing about the textbook, I might not get it. Or I might go look for an internet copy or an older copy that may, you know, not have exact page numbers, but it'll have the same material type if it's a class that doesn't use it often. Don't go get all the textbooks, because you probably not gonna use them all. I'm not gonna lie to you. They want you to get them, they do, and they're gonna tell you that you need them. But about 3 of them classes, by the second month of school, you're not gonna touch that textbook. And there's also online options, like I was stating, that you can probably go find some books for cheaper or not at all, or no price at all. Amazon has used books. There are used bookstores usually in the community, but there's other options versus going in the school bookstore and buying them high textbooks, because you're gonna use it for 1 semester and then you're gonna be on Facebook trying to sell it, and don't nobody want that book. So just don't buy it if you don't need it. Go to class. Go to class. You are at the point in your life where you are given freedom to make 100% of your choices, probably for a lot of people for the first time. If you do not prioritize your schoolwork, you will slack off. Go to class. Do not take that 8 a.m. Do not take that 8 a.m. I don't care if you get up at 4 a.m. every morning when you at home. Don't take that 8 a.m. And don't take that 5 p.m. either. Because your friends out in the caf, and you want to go to the cafeteria with your friends, you're going to skip that 5 p.m. class. Also, go to class because what else are you doing? You there to go to school. What else are you doing that's more important? If you just not going to class just for the simple fact that you don't want to go to class, I understand. You're going to wake up. You're going to wake up late. You're going to wake up some days you don't feel good. You're going to wake up some days and, you know, you didn't get to sleep enough, so you want to sleep in a little bit. That's fine. But every day, I understand it because I used to skip class a lot. But looking back, I would always make sure that I tell people, don't miss class. You get participation points. You get attendance points. Like, that's free points. All you got to do is come in there and look stupid. Sometimes you don't even got to talk. Don't make it a habit to miss class. Keep up with your own requirements. Yes, I understand a lot of schools do have, like, guidance counselors or, like, advisors that are supposed to help guide you through your academic career, but you need to have a little bit of insight on what is actually going on. Don't let that person in that office that deal with so-and-so other kids tell you what you need to graduate, and then they forget to tell you that you need something to graduate. Because I've seen that happen to people before. No one is more responsible for your success than you. So make sure that you have just an equal hand in picking your classes and knowing what classes you need. You should already have an idea of the classes that are provided that can satisfy your requirements, because every major is going to have different requirements. You're not going to take all the same classes as your friends. There's going to be options for all these classes that they will take, and there's going to be some that you want to pick out of those. Already have an idea of all the classes that they will take. That way when you do meet with your advisor, you're like, okay, well, I'm really interested in this. Can we do this for my fine arts credit? And then that way you still have an idea of what's going on, but you're also keeping up with what you need to graduate. Number 6, don't take multiple hard classes at one time. If you take an anatomy and physiology, I think that's what it's called, A&P, don't also take statistics. Don't also take chemistry. Try to kind of balance it out, because you're going to put so much on you that it's going to stress you out. Don't take a whole bunch of classes that have a high workload either. If you know that you have to read 40 pages a night for one class, maybe try not to take a bunch of those classes at once, because it's going to be straining on you. Maybe take A&P and then take that creative writing class that satisfies that writing requirement. And then also, I would say, get your harder classes out the way first. Because when you're a senior, you're not going to want to go to class. You're not going to want to put in work. You're going to be tired. You done went through high school, you done went through middle school and elementary school, and now you got to go to college too. You're tired, you're drained. So I'm not saying take them all at once, but I'm saying don't wait till senior year to take chemistry and to take statistics. Like, try to get them done before your last semester. Also, there is something called Rate My Professor that has a lot of colleges on it. You can look at the actual professor. Okay, this professor requires this, and this. Oh, I may not have time to do that and take this hard, low class. Let's not take this professor this semester. It's on there. All your resources are available for you. Y'all just gotta use them. It also kind of stems off of number 6, because it's not another one, but if you are Greek life interested, especially, don't try to do your process while you're taking a bunch of your hard classes. So if you know you're taking 2 classes that's really giving you the runaround, maybe now is not the semester for you to try to join. And I'm not trying to discourage you, but I'm just saying it's a lot that you have to put into learning your organization. You may not have time to get all your assignments done for that class. So if you are, interested, maybe say, hey, okay, if I know I want to try to do a spring semester, let's not take anatomy spring semester. Or if I have to, let's only take anatomy and just pick some easier classes, because my workload is already going to be tough for anatomy, and I'm doing all this stuff for my organization. Organization is key to balance. I'm gonna say this again, because this is the one thing that I mastered when I was in school. I mastered a couple other things, but this is the most important thing that I mastered while I was in school. Organization is key to balance. You can go to that party, you can go to that event, you can go have hot dogs and ice cream. I don't know why I said hot dogs and ice cream, but you can go kick it with your homegirls. Y'all can go to movie night. You can go home for the weekend if you want to, and you can still get all your stuff done. You just have to balance it. You have to be organized. What you'll need is like a planner or a calendar or some kind of app that can help you organize your work. Read your syllabus when you get it so you know everything you're getting into. What I did was, as soon as I got my syllabus, I went on my iPhone calendar and I put like major projects, test dates, all of that on my iPhone calendar. Then weekly, I would go to class and I would look at the syllabus as well to see what we were doing. Go to class, get my homework assignments. I would have a whiteboard. I had a whiteboard that I kept on my desk. One side I would write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The other side I would write all my classes. So it'd be like English, math, history, science, Spanish, all on one side. Under English, I would write everything that's due for English that week. Under math, everything, and so on and so forth. And then on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm planning out what I'm doing on that day. I'm planning out everything to where by Friday, maybe Saturday, if I have like a paper or a lot of hard work to do, everything is done by Friday. Then I have my weekend to chill, to kick it, to study for a test, whatever the case may be, because my work is already done before I go out. You just gotta balance it. It's not impossible. You just really have to want to do it, honestly. Number 8, it is okay to breathe. That's going back to the balance. College is about experiences. College is about education. College is about social life. You just gotta know how to play your cards right to where you can dwell in all. It's important also in college to protect your mental health, because you're no good if you're burnt out. So don't make education and work and 11:59 turn-in deadlines your whole life. Make sure that you still put in time for you to have fun, for you to enjoy, you know, what's going on around you, because college is going to be a life-changing experience. It's a lot going on around you every day, and if you constantly on go, you're gonna burn yourself out, and you're not gonna finish, or you're gonna finish with severe mental health issues. Number 9 is use your resources. Tuition is expensive and everything was already paid for. That gym was paid for. Those tutoring sessions are paid for. That writing center is paid for. You're already paying for that. So use those resources. Go to those work fairs. Stop by, talk to the tutoring center if you need help. You know, visit. We had a closet where you could freaking rent business clothes for interviews and stuff. Go to that. Use that. You already paying for it. It's there. Use it. Number 10, and I cannot stress this enough. Everybody is not your friend. Everybody is not your friend. You need to learn the difference between genuine connections, people that's cool to kick it with and party with, people that's cool to talk to in class, and people that you wave at when you walk past on campus. But everybody that you experience or come in contact with, or that you think might be cool or they might be a good person, is not your friend. But when you do find those genuine friends and connections, you make sure you hold on to them. So you need to be able to pick out who is down for a long time and who is down for a good time. Do not search for friends just to have friends. Y'all met Kaya a couple videos ago. We was out at a thing. I wasn't even gonna go because I went to school with absolutely nobody that I knew. So I didn't have any friends, and I was at an event that I talked myself into going to the last minute because I was gonna stay in my room because I was sad and my mama left me. And I went, and that's where I met Kaya, and now me and Kaya are like this 5 years later, 4 or 5 years later. And I cannot imagine college without Kaya. I didn't go out looking for friends. She fell into my lap, gratefully. But a lot of people who were freshmen were just going out, oh, okay, this looked fun. Oh, this girl invited me to this. Oh, this girl invited me to that. And then don't talk to none of the people that they was friends with freshman year. Number 11, emails are important. Let me lean forward. You need to check that email just like you check Instagram. You need to be on your P's and Q's when it comes to emails, because one, you're gonna get a lot of important information and you might miss something. And then just like updates on class, updates on work. You need to keep up with your email, keep up with what's going on campus, what's going on in your academics, and the email is the place to do so. And learn how to write a proper email. Don't email your professor like you texting your homegirl. Number 12, and listen to me when I say this, ladies specifically. That romance is not more important than your education. That little boy you think you're in love with, you might be in love with him. You might marry him after the fact. But at that time right now, you are here to further your education. Do not let nothing get in the way of you furthering your education. Yes, you're gonna want to go lay up with your little boo thing. I know, I was doing it too. I was there. I get it. But if you know you got a 8:45 class, maybe you shouldn't spend the night over there. If you know you have trouble getting up to go to class, maybe you should say, hey, I'm gonna see you when I get out. You need to prioritize what's important. And I'm speaking from experience, because it's been times where I knew I had Spanish at 8 a.m. Like I said, I don't take 8 a.m. classes. I was laid up knowing I had Spanish at 8 a.m. I already don't like to get up at 8 a.m. Guess who wasn't going to Spanish? Guess who wasn't going to Spanish? Because I was laid up with some nappy head boy. And guess where that little nappy head boy is at right now? I don't even know. That's the problem. So, it's not more important. Number 13. Being undecided and changing your major is okay. It's okay. Because you're going to develop as a person. Your interests are going to change. The skills that you have, you're going to understand that you have new skills. You're going to understand certain things that you liked when you were 18, you might not like when you're 21. And it's okay. That's okay. There's a stigma on, oh, this person has changed their major 4 times. Oh, this person came in school undecided. They don't know what they want to do. And so, wait, that's what I'm here to figure out. You have time. There is no timeline on college. If you don't hear nothing else I said, listen to that. There is no timeline on college. You are there for you. You are there to further your education and to make decisions that will help your future. Number 14, this is your journey. And when I say that, I mean nothing that you need to do, that you do in school, needs to be done with only the intentions to please your parents, your grandparents, your auntie, your godmama, any of your loved ones. If the only reason you going to school is because your mama and your daddy want you to, you might need to find another route. You want to change your major, but you don't want to disappoint your mama because she already told everybody you finna be a doctor. You need to leave your mama at home. You are here for you. And our parents, I'm so sorry to say that, but that will mentally drain you to make every decision based on another individual. What makes you happy? Figure that out and do that. Number 15. And honestly, I still ain't took my own advice for this one. Be on time. And when I say on time, I mean early. Being late to class looks really bad. It looks bad. And this is from somebody who was late to every class I had. And that looks bad. And I felt so bad. It's just something about me and time. I can't be on time for nothing. But take it from me, it looks bad. Now I understand it's gonna be days you oversleep. It's gonna be days traffic is bad. It's gonna be days where you're not feeling it, so you're not as motivated to get up and go. Still go if you're late, but try not to make being late a habit. Also factor in college campuses are big. This ain't like high school. You're not gonna have 3 minutes to get to class and you're gonna walk in and everything gonna be fine. You're gonna walk a little minute. And you might not find good parking everywhere you go. So be ready to walk. So you know you gotta be at class at 10. You might wanna leave at 9:30. Just to make sure you're there on time. 16, build professor connections. I'm gonna just use this as an example, but I like to keep my sorority life and my YouTube life private, separate, because I don't want them to stem together like I'm representing my sorority with my YouTube. But I am in a sorority. And when I joined the sorority, I had a professor that I took 3 years. So this lady was very well versed with me. She knew me. She knew my work ethic. And she wrote my recommendation letter. I had another professor. She was I was speaking to her, you know, after post-grad, I didn't know where to go with a political science degree. Law school is the end goal, but right now I'm post-grad. I need a job. I don't know what to do. She told me to apply with the state, and that's where I work now. I work with the state. I'm not gonna tell exactly what I do, but I work with the state. And she was the one who said, apply with the state just to get your foot in the door with government. And it worked out. And now post-grad, I'm working with the state. So, like, build those relationships with these people. They're there to see you succeed just as bad as you want to see you succeed. Professors have office hours. Go to those office hours. You know, just stop by. Oh, I'm working on this paper. Can you read over it and see if I'm in the right direction? One, that helps you build a rapport with them. Two, that helps you get some outside help. At the office hours, stick around after class, hang out with your professors. Not like go get drinks with them, but you know what I'm saying. Number 17. And this is something that I had to learn quick. Like, you are going to fail sometimes. And that is okay. Yeah, I want to cry just saying it. But no, for real. You're going to fail and that's okay. You're not gonna pass every test. You're gonna miss some deadlines. You're gonna wanna quit. Let me stop before I cry, y'all. I don't know why I'm so, like, college really took me through the ringer. And I wish I had somebody to tell me the same stuff that I'm telling y'all. And that's why I'm getting emotional. You're going to fail sometimes. But you need to learn that failure is not defeat. And you need to find ways to learn from every failure. So if you thought you were gonna ace a test and you get a 54, speaking from experience, what could you do better next time you're preparing for the test to make sure you don't get a 54? And guess what? I ain't get a 54 again. Failure is always an opportunity to learn and an opportunity to grow. Do not be afraid of it. It's gonna happen. And when you fail that test, go buy you some ice cream, because I sure did. Student center, Chick-fil-A, large french fry, whatever. Do it. But then get back up and keep rolling. Because if you allow failure to keep you down, you gonna either be, one, mentally unhealthy, like I was saying earlier, or two, you're not gonna finish. Just a tip for life, not just college. Don't sell yourself short. Always over aim for yourself. Everything that I doubted myself on, I actually ended up accomplishing. I just had to doubt myself first. So stop doubting yourself. That's the key. Number 19. Get rid of your comfort zone. I know you're probably gonna be, if you were like me, didn't go to school with anybody you know, you might get comfortable in that room by yourself. Don't let that keep you from experiencing all that college has to give you. Lose your comfort zone. Do things you didn't think you would do before you came here. Like I said, it's an educational thing, but it is also 100% still a social thing as well. You're gonna do things you weren't always comfortable doing. You're gonna present in front of the whole classroom, and you're gonna have to take steps that you aren't used to taking, and you're gonna have to be okay with that. You're gonna change, so don't be afraid of change. You are not gonna be the same person that you were when you started. You're gonna be exposed to a lot more diversity, a lot more people than, you know, your hometown may have. We all so different. We all got different upbringings. I'm exposed to different cultures, different beliefs. You know, some of my beliefs changed. I shaped into a different person. Not saying I changed myself for college, but college changed me. And it's gonna happen. It's going to be a cultural shock, but you have to be okay with things changing. Number 20, and this is the last one, is remember your why. Your why is your motivation. Your why is your reason to keep going. Your why is, what are you here for? What is your end goal? And that end goal is what's gonna keep you. That end goal is what's going to get you from freshman year to walking across that stage. If you don't have a good enough, strong enough why to keep going, maybe you need to reevaluate, because college is not for everybody. And I understand that. College is not for everybody. And it is okay if college is not for you. There's a lot of other things you can do other than college. And I'm a strong, even with a college degree, I'm a strong advocate for you can be successful without college. But if college is for you, or your end goal requires college to be for you, you need to keep that in mind. What are you here for? College is hard. And if you don't have a reason to be there, you're not gonna finish. Those are things that can motivate you to keep moving up, but also remember your why. What is your end goal? My end goal was law school. And I haven't went yet, but that don't mean I'm not going. I'm still even out of college, keeping my why in my head. So always remember your why, and it'll make it even sweeter when you do cross that stage and they say your name and everybody's cheering for you and you get your degree, because it's not a diploma. I don't call it a diploma. I don't got no diploma. I got a degree. When you get your degree, your why and why you kept pushing, it's gonna make it even more sweeter. That's all my tips. I got a little emotional there because y'all, college really took me through. College is hard. It's hard mentally, it's hard socially, it's hard educationally, it's just hard all around. And if you're not prepared, it's gonna hit you like a truck. So just mentally prepare your mind for everything, but know you can do whatever you put your mind to. Graduating college was the hardest thing that I've probably ever done in my life, but it was also the most rewarding thing. And so if you prepare yourself and you're ready to go for it, you'll be okay. Thank y'all for watching. I'm about to clean up my room and lay down. See y'all next time.